got a countdown there. Okay, again, we'll make our MLA formatted paper right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is open up Word. We're going to do it in Word. So open up Word. I'm going to start with a blank document. Don't use the template. We're going to make you a template. We're going to make our own template. Start with a blank document. If we can get it to open. There we go. Okay, the first thing I want you to do when we start is, it depends on the version of Microsoft Word you have. The older versions of Word, and this is a very, very important, the old versions of Word have the margins by default at 1.25 margin, or an inch and a quarter. So, and I often have students turn in their paper with that because they're using like an older version of Word. So be very careful of if you use anything below 2013. 2013, I believe, and above. 2010, maybe. I don't remember. But I know anything below that, usually we had margins by default at 1.25 inches. And your MLA format needs to be 1 inch. So let's make sure it's at that. How do we make sure that our margins are at 1 inch? We're going to go underneath Insert. No, we don't want to insert. Where is the margins at? I know they're in here somewhere. Margin, design, maybe. Layout, there it is. Margin right there. It's under layout, margin right there. We want to make sure it says 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 all the way around. 1 on top, 1 on left, 1 on right, 1 on there. And it looks like it is there, so that should be good. Next, let's look at the top. We're going to start from top down. We're not going to do the page number or any of that yet. We do that later. But you need 4 things at the top left of your paper, okay? And here I'll show you the sample. You need 4 things at the top. You need your name, my name, name of the class, and the date in this format. You'll notice how it has day, the month spelled out, and then the year. Do you see that? Okay, so let's do that. First one you're going to put in there. Don't worry about margin, or don't worry about spacing yet. We're going to fix all that because right now the spacing is wrong. The line spacing and stuff. Don't stress about that. Just let's put some info in there and then we'll start adjusting that stuff. So put your name. Don't put my name there. Your name is there. Hit return. Then put in my name. And if you call me professor, I give you extra points. How about that? I don't know. I've been teaching since 1995. 94, actually 94 was my first college class. I was teaching Photoshop to 18-year-olds in New York.
When it wasn't in France?
What's that?
When it wasn't in France, you started teaching.
I was in New York at the time. Hit return. Name of the class is CIST 002, Intro to Computing. I know the spacing's not right. Don't worry about it. We will fix that. Hit return. Okay, now we need to put the date in there. Now you're not going to type the date in. You let the program put it in there for you. Okay? So if we go over here to the insert window, there should be a date option over here towards the top right corner. It says insert date and time. It's like a little icon if you can see it over there. It's all the way, again, under insert. It's all the way over here. It looks like a clock, right? You see that one? It's all the way over there in the top right corner. If you click on that, it's going to tell you what kind of date you want to put in there. Of course, remember, it's going to be day, the month completely spelled out, in the year. Which one looks like this? February 14th, magic day right there. Boom. This one right here. Again, day, year, the day, the month spelled out, and then the year. And say, okay. Why do we use that instead? Well, every time you save the paper, this could automatically update, and it'll have the latest date that you last saved it at. Does that make sense? Okay.
Should we click the box for update automatically?
Yeah, probably. I didn't see that. There should be a box that says update automatically. I didn't check that, did I? Yeah, well. If you make a mistake, what can you do? Undo and go back, right? Let's go back. If I might not have clicked the box, that was a little bit quick. You know, it's Valentine's Day and my brain is not functioning right. Click this. Oh, here it is. Update automatically. You're right. This one, update automatically. Boom. Thank you. Then hit return. And we're going to put the name of our paper. Now you can name it anything you want, but remember, you're writing a paper for you. What kind of computer is good for you? You might type in best computer system for me. I don't know. How about that? Do not bold it. Do not underline it. Do not make it a different font size. You can bold it if you want. You can. That's totally legal. But do not change the size. I have students that give me like 25-point title. It takes up half the page. Like this. Everything needs to be 12 points. Even in your table. That's going to be your hardest thing. Is how do I make the table look good with such small fonts and stuff? We will learn how to make tables look beautiful. Okay, hit return. Let's start writing our paper a little bit. I use computers. I think it's spelled computer right. For all stuff digital. Oh, no. And then you can write in some gibberish. I'm writing gibberish. 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 Okay, that's enough right now. Hit return and hit return and write a little bit more gibberish. Get at least 2 paragraphs in there. And then hit return and write a little bit more gibberish. What do you write in your paper? What should I be writing? Well, you should be writing about how you use a computer, maybe a little history of your use of computer. I used to be a Mac person, then I went to Windows. For the past couple years, I've been using Windows, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. You figure out what you want to do. Okay, so now that we got some text in, we can start formatting. Okay, so now we have some text in, we can start formatting. The first thing you'll notice, of course, is that the line spacing is wrong. We might want to center where it says the best computer system for me, right? We want to indent the first line of paragraphs by a ½ inch, right? And then, of course, the magic problem with Microsoft Word is that it adds extra space for paragraph returns. And so we're going to have to compensate for that. I'll show you that secret to doing that. There's some secrets. So let's get reading the MLA format and we'll come back, okay? I'm going to go back to the web page. Again, here's a web page that tells you the information. Whoosh. Andrew Carnegie, the father of middle-class America. I don't know. Sure, a lot of fights in there in the early 1900s there with the steel workers. It wasn't Andrew Carnegie, it was the workers who made middle-class America, not Andrew Carnegie. He would have kept slave labor if he could have. Okay, if you look here, type in your paper on a computer and print it out on a standard 8.5 by 11 page. Double space the text of your paper and use a legible font. Times New Roman is awful small. Use a sans serif. Get more pages. Whatever font you choose, MLMA recommends that the regular and italic type styles contrast enough that they are recognizable from one of another. The font size should be 12 points. Leave only one space after periods and other punctuation marks, otherwise instructed by your instructor. Okay, so let's start at the top. We already got some text on there. We got a 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. Double space the text on your paper. Okay, so let's do that first. First thing I'm going to do is select all. To select all on your keyboard, you're going to hit Command A. Command A. Boom. Look at that. Notice the one with the date is a little bit different. See how it highlights that? Hey, it says there's something attached to that. There's a macro attached to that. The macro is a little programming inside the program. Okay, so Command A on the keyboard selects all. If you don't know command keys, it's okay. Over here, there's certain options that you can do. If you look, you got all these options here. Okay, and I don't know where select is. Oh, there's table select? No, I don't know. Where's select all? I guess you would have to drag.
Right under clear.
Under clear? I can't see very well today. Oh yeah, there it is. Select all. So whenever you're looking, you can see the keyboard commands for all the stuff that we're doing. And of course, the command key on Windows is what? Control key on Windows, right? So the command is control. And the control on Mac works like a right mouse click on Windows. Whoosh. If it makes any sense. That's what it is. Okay, now that we have all the text selected, let's make it double space or half space. So here we go. Probably the easiest way to do everything is inside the actual paragraph option under Home here. Under Home, you'll notice there is a paragraph option right here. If I click and hold the mouse down, you'll know you got your 2.0, or sometimes referred to as double and other. So you can choose that if you want. Boom. Looks pretty good. Spaced everything out. You'll notice it spaces things out a little bit. Okay. The other thing is there's options under there. If you hold the mouse down again, you see where it says line spacing options. You want to go there to do the special things. Special things include special indent first line by a ½ inch. Indent first line by a ½ inch. And then this one is the most magical one right here. Don't add space between paragraphs of the same style. Click on that. It's a common thing. What happens, you'll start seeing extra space between each return you hit. It gives a little bit of extra space between that. This turns that off. Make sure you check on that. Okay? Everybody knows where this is at? It's under the last option. Here, to find these option that I'm doing, it's here. It's underneath the paragraph, this one right here. See the paragraph option? Oh, look what happened to the top of my page. Look at that. Oh my gosh. We're going to have to fix that. Okay, I knew that was going to happen. I like to show you problems. So again, you see this right here? Go down here where it says line spacing option. Again, that is where this is at, and that is where this is at. Okay, here's the problem. When we were typing the top of our paper, we hit return after each one. And every time you hit a return, it makes a paragraph break. And since we put paragraph breaks over here, it says, hey, you want to indent a paragraph break by a ½ inch, right? So you need to kind of turn that off. And believe me, I get a lot of papers that look like this. It's common, I understand. Turn it off, though. How do we turn it off? Well, there's a couple ways. You can delete the paragraph break. You can highlight it. Probably the best way is to highlight it. You want to highlight the title too. Highlight all this right here. Go back to that option and just turn it off. The same option, the line spacing option right here. Go back to line spacing option and then turn this to none. And it'll just do these first 5 lines. There we go. That looks beautiful. Okay, so make sure you either turn it. You can hit the return key, or you can hit the delete key at the beginning too. That'll delete it as well. But okay, you guys all got the top looking beautiful. Okay, good. Now, of course, we want to center this. So if you put your cursor in that line, put your cursor in this line right here. Just inside it, you don't have to highlight the text. As long as you put the cursor in that line, you can, and this is centered right here. See it right here? Boom. No, that didn't work. Boom. There it goes. Whoosh. Boy, we got half of our MLA format right there. Way to go. We might want to save now in case our computer crashes and we have to start all over. How about that? I think we should save. Let's save. File, save as. Let's give it a name. What is our name? Let's put our name, Jeff Raskoff MLA template. There we go. Put it somewhere where you know where it's at on your computer. So maybe save it now. Don't save it in PDF. You can't edit a PDF in there. Save it in Word. Okay, so let's get back to reading the MLA and we'll see where we go next. So let's go down here. We'll see. Set all margins to 1 inch. We already did that. Remember the first thing we looked at. Whoosh. Indent your first line of paragraph a 1/2 inch from the left side. We already did that. Again, don't hit the tab key or push the spacebar 5 times. Use the program's features to do that for you, like I showed you in the paragraph tag, right? Create a header that numbers all pages consecutively in the upper right-hand corner 1/2 inch from the top and flush with the right margin. Note, your instructor may ask that you omit the number on your first page. Always follow the instructor's guidelines. So we're going to do that. We're going to omit it on the first page. So the best way to make the header is to actually have a second page. Okay. So let's make a second page to our paper. Now we can write some more gobbledygook if you want, or we could just make a blank page if you want. So we can do that if you want. To make a blank page, we can go under Insert Page right here and say blank page. So under Insert Page, blank page, it'll give us a second page. Uh-oh, notice the cursor's flashing in the middle. We don't want the cursor flashing in the middle. It should be on the left side, so we can go back to home and we can say left align, and then we can type in some random text if we want again. So let's do some random text on our second page. How do I know I'm on my second page? Well, it'll tell you page 2 at the very bottom left side here. You can't see it. Hold on. There's some things down here you should know about. There they are. So it's telling you how many pages. Page 2 of 3. 234 words. We're writing in English, United States English, different than British English, right? No, you know, I love the way my British friends talk. They didn't speak with it. Very proper. And of course you got your Zoom feature here, right? Okay, we're going to make the header now. To make the header, we don't insert header. To make the header, you don't do it. No, don't do it. We're going to insert page number. Page number. So to make the header, make sure your cursor's in the second page, not in the first page, second page. Go to where it says Insert, and you'll notice you have picture, shape, chart. We're going to learn all of these, all these wonderful things next couple weeks. We got media, we got links. Oh, we did make a link at one point, didn't we? I think we made a link. You got comments, we'll learn how to do that. You got header. Now, I'm not going to use header for inserting the header. I know that sounds funny, but we're going to use page number here. Okay, I'm going to use page number. And if I click on page number, we're going to say page number. So go insert page number. It's going to ask us where we want our page number. We want our page number at the top of the page. See where it says header. Top of page, header. What side did it say in the MLA, right or left? Right side, yes. And it says show number on first page. We don't want the number on first page. What did they say? So you're going to turn that off. Okay, now don't worry about format right now. It'll format it, I think, correct the first time. So so again, header, top of page header, right side, don't show number on first page, hit OK. It'll show up over here, but of course you need to put your last name there, not just the page number. So you're going to double click up there on that number. You're going to put your cursor in front of the number. You're going to type your last name only and hit a space. So again, double click on the number. Put your cursor in front of the number so the I bar is flashing. Put your last name, hit a space. This is the way it should look. I can help you if you need help. I know it's a little tricky double clicking up there. Hold on, I will come and help you. I know it's not the... See it right here? You want to close your header when you're done. Don't leave it open. Close header, upper right corner. Boom. Woo. Okay, I'm ready to start. Keep going. I'm going to click away. Let's get back to the MLA format and see what else we need to do. Okay? Let's go back to the guidelines here. Where are we at? Create a header that numbers all pages consecutively in the upper right corner. We did that. Use italic throughout your essay for the titles of longer works and only when absolutely necessary. Don't use italic unless you think it really needs it. If you have endnotes, include them on separate page for your works cited. Just put the works cited at the end. We'll go and do that soon. We will do works cited. Here's your first page. We already did that. We got our title, capitalization. So what they're talking about is standard capitalization is where you capitalize the words. Did you notice how when I did mine, best computer with a capital C system? Uh-oh, I lost my for me. Oh my gosh, what happened to all my stuff? I lost all my stuff. I don't know what happened to all my stuff. Wow. What happened to my stuff? I must have hit a space bar or something. I don't know. Hold on. Let me put in some... Oh, no, look. All my spacing is gone, too. Where's my line spacing? I lost my line spacing, too. Whoosh. Okay, I'm going to have to go back and format that again. We want first line, ½ inch, line spacing double, right? Yeah, that's better. Okay. What about this one? Okay. Okay, let's talk about putting your tables in. Remember, you need to do 4 tables in your paper. First table is needs. Second table is system requirements. Third table is comparison. Last table is your table. It would be the final system. Okay, here's a problem. You'll notice that since I'm writing along and I want to make a table for my needs, my whatever, one of those. System needs, right? Notice when I hit return with the keyboard, though, it's indented. I want the table to be all the way across. Okay, so before you insert the table option, you want to delete the paragraph break here by hitting the delete key. Now insert your table. Did you see that problem? Again, I'll demonstrate again. I'm typing along, and sure enough, I'm writing, you know, I love computers. Computers love me, blah, blah, blah. If I hit return, notice the cursor is not in the right spot. We need to hit delete. Yes?
Mine doesn't do that.
Oh, well, make sure that your paragraph option is right here. Says special first line, like that. No? Oh, it does that. What are we using here? Oh. And then we'll just turn it off in the same spot. So go back there and just turn it off right there, that spot. Okay. Let's do our tables now. If this delete doesn't work and it goes up to the second line like hers was doing, what version you got there? Maybe another version?
Do your free one from.
Ah, see, she got the free one. So if it goes back to the second line, just turn off the indent there. Instead of hitting the delete key, the thing goes back. Just go back to the line spacing option and turn off that indent to first line, and it'll fix it. Okay. Okay, let's talk about tables. Tables are made up of what? Rows and columns. That's on the test. Tables are made of what? Rows that go horizontal and columns that go vertical. Where the rows and columns intersect, that box is called a cell. That's probably on the test too. Where the rows and columns intersect, there's a box that you put your data in, that's called a cell. That's on the quiz, which is in what, February 27th or something, right?
Yep.
Somewhere around there, you got your first quiz.
Cells are connected to the base.
Cells are where they cross. Yeah, the box. The order on, I don't know, the question says something about where the rows and columns intersect is a box where you put your data in, and what is that box called? Cells. Just like, you know, you're in prison, right? Cell. I guess that's not a good analogy, is it? No. You get the idea. Cell. So let's start. We're going to put in, let's just think a little bit before you put your table in, right? You might want to think, whoosh. Let me find a marker that works. Let's find a marker that works. There you go. So I'm going to have a row that says system, or no, what we're going to do, needs, right? We're going to do needs. Needs, requirements. And then we're going to do 3 columns, and let's do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, 3 columns. Okay? So, knowing that I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, we'll learn to add more rows and add more columns. 1, 2, 3 columns. Now I know the top one looks like it goes across. We'll learn how to do that where we merge the cells together. Merge is the term we use to describe when we combine cells together. Merge. So let's put our table in there. A couple different ways to put a table in. You can do it with the menu item. The menu item would be going under here where it says Insert Table. You could do that. Or if you want to draw your own table, there's a thing called Insert here, and there's a table option here. If you click on that table option under Insert, you can go down here and you can see how your cursor can go over top. I said three columns, right? And go boom, 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 5 rows like that. Did you see that? Then hit it. And notice it goes all the way across the page. If it doesn't go all the way across the page, there's probably a problem there. Make sure it goes all the way across the page. I often get people that turn in their tables and they look like this. That's not going to look good in your paper. Okay? So don't do that. Make sure your table goes all the way across. Okay, the first thing you want to do is combine or merge the cells that go across the top. Merge the cells that go across the top. You can click on all the cells in the one row by putting your cursor along the edge here. Notice it gets an arrow. See that? I can click there. See how you got to look at where your cursor's at. See how the arrow is kind of pointing up like that? See that? Like that. So I can click on everything that goes in this row. So if I click on everything that goes in this row, I can either right click in here and then say merge. Merge cells. Right click in there. Or you can also go underneath the table option up here, and I believe there's a merge option up here somewhere. Where's merge? Cell padding? No. Layout? No. Oh, there's under layout. Merge cells is right here. Layout, merge cells. So either right click or there. Boom! You get yourself a nice big cell in there. Looks good. Ready to type in my text that goes in the center. Now if you click inside there, your cursor might be flashing to the left side. So what do we need to do? Center it. Okay, so again, if I click inside here, my cursor's flashing all the way over there. That doesn't look good, does it? Where do we want to put it? In the center. If you look under layout here, you'll notice there's a whole bunch of options right here in the upper corner. Do you see them? This is how my text would look inside that cell. Wouldn't it be nice if it's kind of, right now you see the cursor, the eyebar is kind of flashing towards the top of the cell, right? It's towards the top of the cell. Wouldn't it be nice if the text was right in the center of the cell? You'll notice there is an alignment features here. They are, again, under layout. And if you look, this one right here in the middle, think of it as tic-tac-toe, right? This is the famous one you want in tic-tac-toe, isn't it? The middle one. Right, who wins with the middle one in tic-tac-toe, right? Well, that didn't work very well. It's still flashing towards the top. Let me see. Still flashing towards the top. Hey, whatever. It's lying to us. Whatever, let's just type it in. I don't know. This is supposed to be in the center. I'm telling you. Let's type in needs. Assessment. I don't know. I thought this would be in the center. Align center, it even says it. Yeah, but it's kind of towards the top, though. I wanted it to be kind of in the middle.
Maybe you could shrink this out.
I don't know. I don't know. I'll pause for a minute. I'll come. Again, we could bold this if you want by going underneath the home button and hit the bold button. Boom, that's okay. You want to change the cell color, go back to the table design. And you can go back to table design, and there's a shading option right here. See where it says shading? And that could give you a nice color. We're going to do a nice blue at the top. See, blue. Again, it was right here under table design. Here's an option. Remember, if you don't like these colors in here, you can make your own color. Do you see where it says more colors right here? More colors. Okay, and then you got the entire color wheel. How many colors are in this color wheel? I think I told you that already. How many colors in the color wheel? Did I not tell you that? I don't remember. 16 million. Okay, that's not on the test. Okay, why is that? Well, it's a 24-bit computer. 8 bits of red, 8 bits of green, 8 bits of blue equals 16 million. I don't know. When we get to bits, we'll learn about what is a bit and a byte and all that stuff. How many bits in a byte? 8 bits in a byte. How many bytes in a megabyte? 1,000 bytes in a bit. 1,000 bit. I don't know. We do calculations on them. But just remember, you can choose whatever you want. So if you want to choose a color here, you move your cursor around. You have the value here. Okay, this is black or white. Okay. So you can choose you got an eyedropper too. Maybe you love the picture of, or you love a color that you have in a photo. Ooh, look at this. Oh, I love this photo out here. Boom. Okay. So you can choose colors that are on your desktop. Right? No, I'm totally serious. Maybe you love roses. It's Valentine's Day, right? We could go to Google. Type in roses, right? That's probably a big word to be typing in Google today, right? You got to send roses to your significant other. So you can grab this rose. Let's put it on our desktop. Oh, that didn't work. Where's my rose? Oh, there it is. Do I get on my desktop? No. Why is my rose not going on my desktop? Let's try again. Rose on my desktop. Rose on my desktop. Where is it going? Oh, here it is. Okay. So I have a color here. I love the color of roses. So inside here, you'll notice there is an eyedropper right here. See the little eyedropper? That eyedropper allows you to select any color on your computer. Any color. I could have that rose there. Oh, there it is. Nice red rose. Boom. Ooh, that's a little dark. I want a nice little light. How about that? There we go. Okay, so when you see an eyedropper on your computer, that's called the color picker. Picks a color. Notice how it doesn't blow up, and what are those little squares called? Pixels, right? What's pixel short for? I wrote that on the board at one time, I think, didn't I? Picture element. Picture element. We're going to keep saying these things over and over again until you remember them. Okay. Let's make some rose colors and some things like that. So one of the most common ways of making your table inside of Word here, or any program, is to alternate the colors so that the people can see the difference between the different rows. If you've ever noticed that, a lot of times, this will be one color, this will be another color, but this will be the same as this one, and this is the same as this one. Did you ever see that in a table before? So that's common to do. A lot of the templates have that, and if you want, you can use a template. You don't have to use this. There are templates for your things, and you can see them up here. Templates. You can see them right there. Whole bunch of them right there. If you want. Look at this one. Boom. You can use white with color here. That's legal if you want. But that's pretty ugly. So if you want, you can go back. Remember, the undo is this one. There you go. I'm going to make my own because I'm cool. I like to make my own stuff. So again, we got to come over here. You notice this. You click here, select that whole row. Let's give it a color. We go to shading. And I'm going to use some nice light ones. I'm going to do a little yellow on that one. Maybe a little light orange on that one. Yellow again on that one. Oops, not border. Yellow again on that one. And then again, like I said, orange on this one. Okay. Again, you can't really see that. Whatever. Let me do a little darker so you can see it. Again, this one is going to be yellow. This one's going to be the orange. This one's going to be yellow. And then this one's going to be orange. There, like that. So I hear some. Okay, so let's finish our table. Where are we at? There we go. Nice, pretty table here. Now, alignment-wise is up to you. You don't really need to left align center. It just, as long as it's readable, I think that's the biggest challenge, is making sure that your text is readable in there. So what would a needs assessment mean? And I think I explained that to you last class. It would be, what is your needs? Of course, I am a college student. What is your need? A computer at school. What would that be? Laptop. Maybe. How about that? Mobile computer. I don't know, something like that. What is another need of yours? Watch movies. Netflix. What else? Amazon Prime. And what is this? What would the
Research?
What's that?
Research?
Yeah, research.
Pinterest.
Pinterest. What is another research? Library card. Library subscription. But what over here? We got laptop over here because of our needs. Is we need a mobile computer. What would if you watch movies and you have your subscription, what is our final piece here?
Giant TV.
You need to have a internet connection, right? What else? For your Pinterest research, what is that? You're gonna have to write a paper, right? What's our last need? We watch movies. We're a college student. We watch movies. I don't know. We're not doing this very good. I'm just randomly throwing things. We're gonna make it a little bit more sense, probably. I don't know, copy what I did in the student sample paper. How about that? I'm gonna do research. What else do I need to do with my computer?
Communication.
Oh, we want to do Skype. Remember that? Yeah, we want to connect with family. And what would we need to do that? We need internet. How about that? And then over here we could write Skype. What's another one? What's that other famous one?
FaceTime.
No,
You
the
can do it on the computer through Apple.
Apple Quick. Oh yeah, FaceTime.
Yeah, it's on here.
FaceTime. What other no? No, what's the WeChat? No, WeChat. That's the Chinese
Facebook
one.
has a chat too.
No, what's the one that we all use? No, WeChat. The one everybody uses. WhatsApp? What? You guys don't use WhatsApp? What's app? Is it? WhatsApp? Is it like that?
It's just one word.
What app?
WhatsApp. There's no
There's an apostrophe?
no
WhatsApp like that?
one word.
Yeah. Oh, one word or WhatsApp? Okay. There we go. Something like that. You can write sentences in there too. I like to connect with my family. So anything that makes table is what we call system requirements. So what would be in the system requirements one? Well, under, you would put in, I need Wi-Fi in my laptop. If you got system requirements, you might need a large hard drive, right? That might be one, right? If you're doing video or something like that. What else would be a system requirement? I'm not going to do that table. You know how to make tables. I'll let you how to make tables. What would another one be for system requirements?
The quality of the
Lots of
screen.
RAM. Oh, big screen.
Screen size,
Screen size might be a good system requirement.
quality.
Yeah. So, this one you're kind of generally writing how you use a computer and you kind of list it in table format. The other one you would do like detail maybe, or something. And then the last one, comparison, where you would compare computers. And we can do that together if you want as well, because we need to list our RAM and we need to learn what RAM is. We can do that next week if you want.
For the assignment, can you turn this in?
You're going to turn this in. For next week's assignment, make sure you save what we're doing today, because you're going to write your paper in there, and you're going to turn it in, because I give you credit for doing this. I know it's next week's lesson, but that's okay. And we always do a week ahead. Next week's going to be a really busy week, because we have to learn all about the computer parts, right? We know what RAM is. I talked for a long time, blah, 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 what RAM is and stuff like that. Best we get this out of the way now. Plus, we have a lot more to learn in Word. This is just like, we've only covered about 1/3 of what Word is, really. There's a lot more to Word than this. Okay? Okay, let's do our final page, what is called your Works Cited. Right? Your Works Cited. So make sure your Works Cited is on a blank page. A blank page. Do not put it in here. So let's do one more blank page. Oh, here's my other stuff. How did it get all the way down there? Look at that. Wow. Whoa, there's my stuff. Oh, it must have jumped down there.
You must have inserted a page above it.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, whatever. We're going to insert a blank page at the end of our stuff here. So again, to insert a blank page, we're going to go under Insert Pages, and we're going to say blank page right there. Boom. Makes a blank page. What's the problem with the blank page so far?
It's on the left.
It's not all the way, it's a ½ inch in because it's a paragraph break. Remember, in this one, I can hit delete. If you have a problem with that, you might need to go to the paragraph option and turn off that. So make sure it's not there. Okay, I'm going to hit return again. I'm going to click in here. I'm going to type in the word works. Works? Works. Cited. C-I-T-E-D. Cited? There you go.
Yeah.
And we're going to center that. Again, you can center that by going underneath home and saying center. Boom. That looks beautiful. Then hit return and make sure your text is on the left side when you insert your works cited. So what is works cited? Why do we have that in our paper? What is the purpose of it? Well, you need to give credit for your research, right? It's almost like copyright kind of law, right? You're doing your research and giving credit to somebody. Because somebody else wrote that content, right? So let's go price a computer at Apple website real quick and we'll cite that. Okay, so we're going to go to Apple. We will price a computer and then we're going to cite that here. Okay? So, make sure you save though in case your computer blows up. You don't want to start over. Save your paper so you don't have to start over. Okay, let's go to the internet. Let's find, I'm going to start with a new window. I'm going to go to Apple. Because we all love Apple. Look at that. They got phones for only $449. Wow. I didn't know
that.
what kind of phone is that? It doesn't exist?
That's exists actually.
What's the difference?
That's the older one.
Oh. Oh. Wow.
Does that mean the iPhone X is cheaper now then?
Yeah, XS is cheaper now. Yeah, XS is cheaper.
How much?
Okay, let's price a Mac laptop. So I'm going to go to where it says Mac over here in the upper left corner here. Boom.
Sorry, XS.
And then we got
Oh.
so when you're looking at Apple, they got a whole variety of products. As you can see, you got your MacBook, you got your MacBook Air, you got MacBook Pro, you got your iMac, you got the MacBook iMac Pro, and Mac Pro, and you got your Mac Mini. Okay, you have all of these different ones here. Okay, so what is the difference between them? Well, this is kind of the most cheapest one, the MacBook. It's just a small, usually 13-inch computer. What is the downfall of this computer? Well, you know, it's probably not best to do certain things like video editing and stuff. And the reason why is because the hard drives are usually small. The processor's not very good. You know, they usually have a less processor. Well, you can get an i7 in there. But usually the hard drive's kind of small. And so... and the screen is not very big, so it's really, you know, it's hard to do things with a small screen. Okay, so MacBook Air is kind of nice, but again, this is kind of small as well. 13-inch resolution, and this thing called Retina display. What is that? Well, it's a term that Apple kind of coined when they came with a high-definition monitor. What is a high-definition monitor? Well, back in the old days, when we used monitors that were kind of CRTs, cathode ray tube kind of monitors, we all had 72 dots per inch monitors, or 69 or 96-inch monitors that were Windows. It was just a, you know, the monitors, it was hard to see because the resolution wasn't very high. So, you know, when Apple started putting more dots per inch, they wanted to coin that term. You know, Apple always coins terms here. And so they called it a Retina display. Basically, it means it's a high-definition monitor. Okay? That's what the Retina display means here. Okay? And depending upon which one you buy will depend. And you can see that with the resolution of 2,560 by 1,600 for over 4 million pixels. The results are positively jaw-dropping. Whoosh. That's the way I feel when I'm at the Apple store and I'm looking at the price. Jaw-dropping. Okay, okay, MacBook Air might be good for us. I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to click the buy in the upper corner here. Boom.
If you actually go on the top of the Mac, you can compare both stuff at the same time.
Yeah, I'm just do one right now, though. Okay, it's all right. We'll compare again. So again, one of the downfalls of the MacBook Air is there's only a 13-inch screen. Whereas if you buy the MacBook Pro, you can get one with a 15-inch screen. So when we're measuring the inches, and when it says inch, I know some of us are European and we have no idea what an inch is. You know, my wife is from Colombia. And, the doctor says, "Oh, you're 5'6". You know, what the hell does that mean? You know, she's always been centimeters, right? So when we're measuring inches, it's diagonal, sorry. So you measure from the lower corner to the upper right corner, or whatever, like this. That's when they say inches. So it's not across, it's diagonal. Okay, so you can go through, let's just go through, because, you know, our whole purpose of this little lesson here is not necessarily to learn the parts. We'll do that next week, mostly, is to do the easy bib, or the bib bibliography, or the works cited. So I'm going to go through kind of quickly here and choose some stuff. You don't really got a lot of options here. I think that's the downfall of you know, selecting the Air, is you don't have as many options to change things. So let's just go with one of them here, and let's see. I'm going to go with, I like Space Gray. You want gold? Gold, there we go. And of course you want to have at least a 256 gigabyte storage, right? You don't want to buy the 128. What's wrong with the 128? Well, the OS, or the operating system, takes up about 80 gigabytes itself, if not 90 gigabytes. And so you're only left with, you know, 40 gigabytes to store stuff. And after you've taken a bunch of photos with your phone and all the music you got on your phone, you plug it in and you download and you sync, you're out of hard drive space. So just be very wary. It's nice to think that you can buy a nice Mac for only $1,199, but woo, you're gonna run out of space, especially if you have a phone that has, you know, think of your phone as 64 gigabytes right there. You sync it up and it's taking all that data off there and putting it on your thing. Whoosh. Well, that's half the hard drive space there. So be very wary of the 128. Buy a bigger one if you can. My suggestion. So I'm going to select the one that has the 128 here, whatever. Where is it? The 256. And then I'm going to hit select. And then you can say, you can go through and look at it. You can customize. You can add some more stuff. Do I want more RAM?
Yes.
Of course, I'm going to need 16 gigabytes. I like to run Photoshop. Whoosh. Photoshop's going to be hurting there. It's going to be slow. What is the difference? Well, of course, the more RAM, it's the more things you can have open at the same time, as well as most likely it'll run faster. Here's your drive. 256 is okay, just if you're doing basic stuff. Of course, if you're going to do video editing. I do video editing on my laptop, where I don't even know where my laptop is right now, but I have 512, and that's not even close to being enough. I have to have external drives and stuff. So you might want to consider that. What do you got here? Keyboard. You can change your keyboard to whatever language you want. Many of my students I see have different languages. Italian. I have students, Italian students, that have Italian keyboard. And the biggest problem is some of the keys are different when we're doing things. The key is not on my keyboard. The Italian student, Ashley, she's the key. What are the keys? She's missing, she's missing a whole bunch of stuff. So be wary of that, that's all. But of course you get your Spanish keyboard. There you go. You get your Enya in there. You could trade in your old crappy computer. Of course, you're going to need cables. And when you're all done, where's my cables? You don't give me an option to add cables? I want to add a cable. I want to add more cables. Okay. We add to bag. Once you're done with your bag, it'll give you a review bag. Here we go, review bag. And then you can take that, and the problem is this is a good, you can cite this. The problem is that this data is not really in here, right? So if I copy this link right here, and then I go into a different browser, let's say I go to Chrome here, and I put this in, it goes, your bag is empty. Did you see that? Okay, because the way the technology is, you know, it's using cookies that are stored on this computer in this browser. If I copy and paste this into the same one, it'll work because there's a cookie that's been attached to this Firefox, and it has all that data I put in there. But this link is no good for citing because it doesn't really have the data. The data is only on your computer. So the purpose of citing something is that you can have a link that the person can go to and see, hey, they did the thing or they found this information there. So it's an issue. I'm not just saying it's an issue here, but it's an issue with a lot of technology today. It's very difficult to get the exact data because a lot of the data is being stored locally on your computer and is not being in the address over there because they're storing a lot of the stuff in your browser in the cookies, right? We talked about cookies last time in the Tor browser and all that stuff, right? We learned to clear our cookies, clear our history and stuff like that. So probably the best thing is that usually they have an option to share or email your stuff. And that usually includes the data that is needed because if you're sharing this with somebody else, it's like you're sending this to your grandma, right? You want to send that link to your look, grandma, I need this computer for college. She's going to give you that money because your grandma loves you, right? Okay, so she's not going to be able to see what you want from this link, right? So you really need to find a way. And I'm not saying there's a straight way to do that. Usually there's a checkout or something. Let's see, how do we do it? How about we go to checkout, maybe? Oh, you gotta sign in with your, a guest. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, and you gotta include your stuff in there, your delivery. Okay. Show order summary. There we go. Edit bag. Here's my summary. Payment. How do I get this? I'm gonna send it. Let's see if this checkout will do it. Let's see if we send this to Grandma, she can buy me the computer. My grandma. grandma's gonna buy me. Let me see. I'm gonna try a different browser. Let me see if this one works. No, that doesn't work either. Whoosh. I don't know how to get the data. That's.
It's supposed to work with a new window?
No, I want to be able to send this to somebody so that they can see what I want to buy, and I want to be able to have it at Works Cited. In your Works Cited, you need to be able to get the data that you're trying to choose.
Do you test it by opening a new window? Or
Yeah, well, no, new browser, because it's in Firefox, right? So Firefox is not going to give me, because all the cookies have been stored in there. Usually there's an option to email it to somebody or something like that, right?
They might wait till after you bought it to get that.
What's that?
They might wait till after you bought it to get that.
Can I send this?
Pretty sure you can see it.
Get details? There we go. I want this. No. I have to sign in, I guess. I don't have an answer. I don't.
Did you just send the link for like the actual item you want?
But I customized it is the problem. Because once you start adding things, it customizes it, right? You change the RAM, you change the hard drive. I don't have an answer to that. I don't know what to do at this point. I think it's a problem. What is this? Open menu. I mean, the whole purpose of the Works Cited is the person should be able to click the link and get the data. If I can't click the link and get the data, it's not doing me any good. Okay, well, whatever. Let's just continue. Let's assume this was the right data. Let's assume it's the right data. Okay? How can I cite that? Well, probably one of the best ways to do it would be to use the website EasyBib. You can use EasyBib. It's a good cheating way. Cheating way. Okay, so let's look at what you need for your MLA. Creating a Works Cited list using the 8th edition. MLA is a style of documentation based on a general methodology that may be applied by many different types of writing. Since texts have become increasingly mobile, the same document may often have several different sources. Following a set of rigid rules no longer suffices. Thus, the current system is based on a few guideline principles rather than an extensive list of specific rules. While the handbook still describes how to cite sources, it is organized according to the process of documentation rather than the sources themselves. This gives the writer a flexibility method that is near universally accepted. Once you are familiar with this method, you can use it to document any type of source or any type of paper in any field. Here's the overview process. Okay, when deciding to cite your source, start by consulting a list of core elements. These are general principles of information that MLA suggests, including each Works Cited entry. In your citation, element should be listed by the following: author, title of source, title of container, other contributions, version, number, publisher, publisher date, and location. Now, of course, some of this stuff doesn't, with a web link, it's not all that. I mean, with a book, it's easy, right? If you read a book article, there's usually an author for the book. There's a title, and so on, and publisher, and version, and all that stuff, right? But with a book, you can see you got your author, you got your title, you got your publisher, and then you got your date. Simple as that. Do you see that? Right? And so usually the title is in italic. Do you see that? Author, title in italic, publisher, date. For an article, Here we go. Here we go. So this is an online article. Notice they still have the author. Now, in this case, we're doing the Apple website. You just put Apple in there. You don't have that. And we don't necessarily have the title there and so on. But if it is an article you read online, this is how you do it. Again, you have the article, the person who wrote the article. So let's say you're listing an article from Huffington Post or CNN or Fox News, right? You would have the author or whoever the contributor, editor was or whatever, the name of the article, the name of the publication, Fox News, CNN, whatever. Then you have the link. See the link. So you need to include the link. And that's my whole point is that the link should be a linkable link that goes to a page that I can get the information. That's the problem with the bag from Apple. That's what I'm trying to say. The Apple bag is a problem. I don't know how to fix that. You should be able to do that. So, I don't know. I don't know. How do you do a episode, TV episode, and so on? You could cheat a little bit and use the Easy Bib. What's Easy Bib? Go to Google and type in Easy Bib. Easy Bib, B-I-B, Bib. Easy Bib, free bibliography generated for MLA, APA, Chicago State. What's APA?
It's a psychology.
It's either psychology or for biology or something. I don't remember.
Psychology created.
Is it the psychology one? Good. I don't know. Just follow whatever your instructor tells you, okay? Again, for your Easy Bib, you take the link. So let's copy it. There's my bag. I know this is not a good link, but we're going to copy it anyways. We're just going through the process here. And then we go down here to where try it now free. No, not that one. Don't click on things that say free. How do I? Should be a way to put it in.
It's not.
Where?
I only want to cite.
Where is it?
Citation. I only want to create citations right under check my paper.
Where's that? Oh, this one?
Yeah.
I only want to create citations. Thank you. And then website, put in your web address right there. Boom. And then say cite. And then it's going to go down here and it should show you.
You gotta hit site.
You got to hit cite.
Continue.
And then continue. And then it's get.
Probably change the JavaScript to like. I changed it to like what the title of the computer was.
Oh, it's asking to enable JavaScript.
Oh no, that's just the
This is the article.
article title. Scroll down.
So EasyBib was bought by Chegg, and now it's almost impossible to use the free service on it.
Was bought by who?
It was bought by Chegg, like
Oh, Chegg bought it?
it used to be
Keep
really
scrolling down.
easy to use. Now it's almost impossible to use without a Chegg membership. Like I used it for a paper like a semester ago, and like I just couldn't. I actually had to just do the actual MLA citations by hand because it was just impossible to use.
Okay.
And all of the free citation sites are now owned by Chegg, actually, and now you can't really use any of them. They like bought everything.
Chegg's evil. Okay. Well, how about this?
There would be no author for that, right?
No author. Put down Apple is the author.
It's horrible.
Then put down the web address. And then put down the date that you did it. What was the date?
Today.
What is today? 14 February 2019. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. Let me ask you a librarian. I don't know what to do. Don't use EasyBib. Okay, I don't have an answer.